Good day, family and friends. Welcome once again to Smokepot and Balance Kitchen. You're here with your one and only Smokepot. Well, guys, for the last 3 weeks, you have been seeing a lot of Mr. Balance doing his thing and all of that. I hope you appreciate the work that he's doing. Big him up every time. Very soon, you guys are gonna see myself and Mr. Balance as soon as the coronavirus allow us to do so. Both of us will be putting on some banging food together. But in the meantime, I'm back again this week, and this time I'm going to be doing a soup for you, a very hearty soup. And this one is called Gunga pea soup. Some people call it pigeon peas, but for us it's Gunga, right? So as I'm saying, this is a hearty soup. I'm going to be doing this like when we were back in the days, when they would use all the ground provision that's there, all right? So I'm going to walk you through and let you see exactly all the ingredients that I'm going to be using to make this wonderful soup today, all right? So follow me. So here I have my, what they call pigeon peas or Gonga peas. This is the green one. So usually for most people, the green one we use for soup. It doesn't take that long to cook either. So I'm going to be washing this one more time, and then I'm going to have that start cooking. Because of the amount, I have a really big family, guys. So I'll be cooking a lot of soup, so I'll be using 2 pots. You're going to see the way I work with it, all right? So here now, I'm going to be using some yellow yams. For those who don't know, this is what yellow yam look like. All right, when you cut it, you cut off this part, you're going to see the yam itself, the yellow. It's yellow like this. All right, I'm going to also be using pumpkin, quite a lot of pumpkin, because as I'm saying, I want it to be hearty, all right? Turnip. If you don't know what turnip is, this is turnip. We're going to be using turnip. We got some carrots, quite a few carrots right here. I have a little potato. All right, some scallion and thyme. I also have hot pepper I'm going to be adding. Here I have what is called cocoa. If you don't know, it looks somewhat like the sheen, whatever, but this is cocoa. Going to be using some cocoa. I'm going to be using what we call in Jamaica chocho, but some people call it chayote. All right, this is very healthy also. We're going to be using that. This is sweet potato. Some people call it batata, right? But in Jamaica we call it sweet potato. I'm going to be using that, all right? As meat kind, I'm going to be using chicken feet. That's one of the ingredients. Chicken feet, you know, it carry these nails. So I'll be clipping them after and washing them properly. You may not see that part because, you know, we will try to get right on to business. We're gonna also be using some salted beef, right? That goes well with the original Gunga peas. Usually, they also use some regular beef with it, but I'm not a beef person, so over a period of time, I've been trying to see what complements it best, and I realized my favorite goat meat goes very well. So here I have some goat meat, and I'm going to be using some goat meat to substitute with beef. All right, so we're going to get straight into it. I'm going to be putting on my meat in one pot, and I'm going to put on my peas in the next pot. So see you in a few. So guys, my salted beef has been boiling for some time now. All right, and what I did, I added my goat meat to it. But because it's salt beef, you have to get rid of some of that salt. It's extremely salt. So what we call it is scald, you know, SCALD, when you just basically do it for a few minutes and then you get rid of that water or that liquid, because you're trying to get rid of some of the salt. You don't want to get rid of everything because it's very, very flavorful. All right, so you gently just strain off or throw that off. All right, and then we're gonna, after we do that, we're gonna put back some water to it now and then start the process of continuing to cook it. And in the next 15 minutes, I'm gonna be adding my chicken feet. As you can see right here, my chicken feet, they're already clipped and washed. So in 15 minutes, I'm gonna be adding my chicken feet to my goat and salted beef that I have right here. Gentle people, what I did, I allowed my salt beef and my goat to cook for 1 hour. After I scalded it, I allowed it to cook for 1 hour, and then I added my chicken feet. So now I'm going to leave that to continue to cook down just for a minute. And in the other part that I told you guys that I'll be doing, The peas is almost cooked. So what I'm doing, I'm gonna start adding some of the vegetables. So here we have some sweet potato, some turnip, some carrot, and some chocha. We're gonna add this in it right now. As I told you, it's 2 pots, and I'm just gonna slowly cook them and integrate them, all right? So I'm gonna also add, as you can see, this is called Maggi chicken noodle soup. And I'm gonna be adding just 1 pot just now, just to help give this a little small, a little light taste, nothing too serious. But then we're gonna continue to build the flavor as we go. I'm gonna be getting some yellow yams and I'm gonna be adding them shortly. All right, so stay tuned for that. The yellow yam, as I said, I'll be putting in shortly. So I dice them real small, and I'm gonna add them to this pot with the peas. Right, so this having the peas, and it's having some pumpkin, some sweet potatoes, some turnip, some chocha, and some yams. We still have more things to go in, but the things that are left will be cooked like in 15 minutes. So 15 minutes before in the completion of the cooking, that's when I'll be adding my carrots, my potato, I'll be adding some scallion and thyme, and I'll be adding a hot scotch bonnet pepper. So stay tuned, we're still gonna give you this banging soup, you know. Big up yourself, subscribe, share, like, Smokepot and Balance Kitchen. Well guys, we've been here now for about an hour and a half, and we've been, you know, as you can see, this pot is going real good. So what I did a while ago, I made a few little small dumplings. You can see that they're in the pot right now. All right, and what I did, I integrated both pots. So I put some of the chicken foot and the beef from that and the goat meat into this one and vice versa. So we should have a more balanced thing with both of them. All right, so right now we have our last set of things I'm gonna be adding to my pot. Both pots, as you can see, chicken foot. You can see chicken foot right here. And you can see beef, that's goat. And beef is in it also, the salt beef. Plus some ground porridge and then different stuff. So both of them is there just doing their things. So I have a next half an hour to go. So at this time I'm gonna add some fresh scallion. I'm gonna put some in that one. And put the rest in this one. I'm gonna put scotch bonnet pepper. I'm gonna put 1 in this one, 1 in this one. Remember, all this has been washed before, all right? I'm gonna put a piece of fresh thyme. All right, this one, a piece of fresh thyme, and this one also. And then what we have left now, I had left back some sweet potato. So I'm gonna put half in this, half in this. I have my cocoa right here. I'm gonna put half in this and half in this, just the same. My carrots, I'm gonna put half in that, half in this. I'm gonna give it a little, both of them a little stir. All right, I'm gonna be finishing approximately 20 minutes. All right, it's coming on. It needs some more body. This one, the same thing. All right, so I should be back in the next 20 minutes when I'm gonna be doing some plating. Or before I do that though, I have some potatoes left. But potatoes ain't gonna take more than about 7 minutes. So when it's about 7 minutes before I'm through, I'm gonna add my potatoes. But in about 20 minutes, you guys gonna see me and we're gonna be plating and everything. All right, so see you in a sec. Well guys, we reached that moment that most of you tell me that you love so much, where we go into the tasting. So remember today, our menu is Gunga pea soup. I made it with some salted beef and I put all the ground provisions that I could find. So today we're gonna be, my nephew, John Neal, he's gonna be tasting for us today. He's been working all day and you know, so he deserves this taste. I gotta set him up real good. So this is what our pot looks like, guys. That's what it looks like. All right, you can see the beans. As I say, it's gonna be a hearty soup, but that means it's not gonna be too thin like, you know, like what we do in the States and all of that. They like the thin soup. Back in Jamaica, we like the hearty soup. You know, a real good full belly, so to speak. So now I'm gonna make his plate and then hear what he have to say about the taste. All right, give him a nice little dumpling right here. Make sure I'm gonna put everything in this plate. That's turnip, that's potato, carrot right here, that's pumpkin. That looks so beautiful, it smells so good. That looks like salt beef and goat. Give him a chicken foot right there. And he's not a baby, he's a grown man. So you gotta take care of him. And along with this, you know, a lot of people get acquainted to eating like, you know, some crackers or something with their soup. You don't necessarily need it with this because it's very hearty, but I'm still gonna be giving him a little piece of bread. So I'm giving him a toasted bread with some tomato and some lettuce. So here, my nephew, hope you enjoy and give us your critique. It doesn't matter. At the same time, you know, guys, I always have to do a little tasting. So let me make myself a little small plate so I can see what's going on myself. You can take your time. I know it's very, very hot. So just take your time, my nephew, and just down into it. Guys, I'm telling you, this smells so good. I'm gonna join my laser right here. So let the world know what our Gunga pea soup tastes like. Yes, sir, it's very, very, very balanced. Meaning the soup itself has so many varieties in it. You can see and you can taste the ground provisions. You can taste the meaty flavor as well as the Gunga smooth, natural flavor and texture. So the soup itself is very enriching and very, very, very tasty. This is a true representation of the Jamaican culture. Very authentic Jamaican Gunga soup. Very, 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 very tasty. Thank you, man. I hope you didn't tell me that because I'm your uncle, but trust me, very good. The taste that I just took, I ate a piece of turnip. A lot of people don't like turnip, but it's very good in soup. So try it. The soup itself, I got the salt beef flavor the way I wanted it. When I boiled it, I got rid of some of the salt. The flavor remained in it, but not too salty. So if you're suffering from hypertension or whatever, you could still partake of this soup. The goat meat, as I told you, that's what I like to use when I'm doing beef soup, or Gunga pea soup, because I'm not into a lot of beef, but the goat meat made the flavor banging, real rich, real nice. The pumpkin, as you can see, as I told you, it's not those thin soup. See, as you can see, that texture is very, very, very thick. That's how we really like it. So guys, a beautiful preparation, and I must say thank you. I appreciate the support at all time. Big up to Mr. Balance, did this thing for the last 3 weeks. You're gonna be seeing him shortly again, Kamali and Joshua. Big up to all the Smokepot and Balance fans out there. We're gonna keep cooking. I hope you guys keep enjoying. So remember, it's Smokepot and Balance Kitchen. Subscribe, share, like, leave a comment, and your notification email, hit that on also. God bless, peace out.